Okay, guys, try to solve question number 3. Let me launch the poll also. Yeah, done. So those who got the answer, you can respond using the poll section. And to those who cannot see the poll on their screen, they can use the chat section. Okay, you can answer you can give your answer in the chat. The mutual inductance between a primary and secondary circuit is 0.5 Henry. The resistance of primary and the secondary circuits are 20 ohm and 5 ohm respectively. To generate a current of 0.4 ampere in the secondary, the current in primary must be changed at the rate of, so what will be di1 by dt. चलो बढ़िया है. So I'm getting few answers in the poll. Okay, ठीक है. चलो try to solve this, guys. Which concept we are going to use? So there will be an induction of current in one coil because of the other. That means we will talk about mutual induction, right? So mutual induction का concept लगाएंगे. So induced EMF in secondary coil will be equal to M into di1 by dt. So using that, you can solve the answer. You can get the answer. Please try to solve this. Okay, 83% of you have gone for option B. Okay. Come on, guys, solve this. 57% of you B, 36% D. Okay, ठीक है. So everybody is going for either A, B, or C. No one has gone for option D. Very good. So 53% B and 29% D, and 18% of you have gone for option A as well. तो देखते हैं कैसे सॉल्व करेंगे. ठीक है. So mutual inductance between the primary and secondary coil is 0.5 Henry. Let me end the poll here. Okay, done. So M value is given to us as 0.5 Henry. The resistance of the primary and secondary circuits are 20 ohm and 5 ohm. So R1 is equal to 20 ohm and R2 is equal to 5 ohm. To generate a current of 0.4 ampere in secondary coil, that means I2 is given to you as 0.4 ampere. What will be the rate of change of current in 1? That means we need to find what will be di1 by dt. ये पूछा है. ठीक है. तो जो डेटा दिया है, I'll use that. What is I2? So I can say that I2 can be written as E2 divided by R2. E2 is the induced EMF in second coil, and R2 is the resistance of the second coil. What can I write E2 as? E2 can be written as M into di1 by dt divided by R2. So 1 by R2. Right? So what is unknown here? Unknown quantity is di1 by dt. So I'll get from here di1 by dt can be written as I2 into R2 divided by M. I2 into R2 divided by M. What is I2? It is given to us as 0.4 ampere. And what is R2? R2 is 5 ohm. What is the value of M? M is given to us as 0.5 Henry. So I'll get the answer as 4 ampere per second. Right? 4 ampere per second. So correct answer is option A. Only 3 of you got the correct answer. Rest of you couldn't get the correct answer. Guys, click yes if you understood this. Guys, please click yes if you understood this solution. Thank you. चलो बाकी लोग क्या क्या है भाई? Guys, come on, click yes if you understood this. Or if you have any doubt, please ask the doubt. Just don't be idle in the class. Okay, good. ठीक है. So next question. This one. This is based on a simple conclusion that we have made yesterday. ठीक है. What will be the answer, guys? Question number 4. The coefficient of mutual induction between the two circuits is equal to the EMF produced in one circuit. when the current in the second circuit is. What is the correct answer? Yesterday we have done this. When this M will be equal to E. इसमें भी इतने सारे ऑप्शंस, बहुत बढ़िया यार, तुम्हारे लाइफ में बहुत ऑप्शन है। जितने ऑप्शंस मिलते हैं उतनी ज्यादा गंदगी करते हो तुम लोग। अरे 4 ऑप्शन मिला, इसका थोड़ी मतलब चारों यूज करना है, एक ही आंसर करेक्ट है ना। ओके, ए सी अलग अलग मिल रहा है देखो। ओ भाई साहब, जो ए बोल रहे हो ना, इफ करंट विल बी कांस्टेंट विल देयर बी एनी म्यूचुअल इंडक्शन? If current will be constant, will there be any mutual induction? If current is constant, di by dt is 0. If di by dt is 0, induced EMF is 0. Induced EMF 0 हो गया, induction ही नहीं हुआ, काहे का mutual induction? Why will I talk about mutual induction if induction is not there? So those are going for option A. Think about this. Think before giving the answers. Don't just blindly give any answer. And moreover, like we have already talked about this. पिछले वाले क्लास में मैंने बताया है, ये लिखवाया भी इधर बॉक्स में बना के। E is equal to m di by dt. Tell me when, and this m is what? Modulus of E divided by di by dt. When m will be equal to E, when di by dt is 1. See, अबे क्या है ये, मतलब इतने गंदे गंदे सवाल के आंसर्स नहीं कर पा रहे हो आप, बताओ। Few of you have gone for A, few of you have gone for B also. However, most of you have gone for C. But still there are few of you who have gone for A and B. थोड़ा सोचो यार before answering that. If you're not able to solve these questions, बहुत मुश्किल है, बहुत मुश्किल है। मिरर देख लो अपना भाई, थोड़ा आईना देखा करो, क्या कर रहे हो तुम लोग, इतने आसान सवाल के आंसर्स नहीं दे रहे हो। Question number 5. Now let me launch a poll here. Come on guys, try to solve this. Two circuits have coefficient of mutual induction 0.09 Henry. Okay. Average EMF induced in the secondary by a change of current from 0 to 20 ampere in 0.006 second in the primary will be. जो भी फॉर्मूला है उसको यूज करो, काम हो जाएगा। Okay, Rahul is saying option D. देखते हैं। However, in the poll, every one of you have gone for option C, option D only. देखते हैं क्या आंसर है। Good. Okay. चलो 82% D, 3% C, 13% B. Okay, let me answer this, or let me give you 20 more seconds. Guys, come on, solve this. So two circuits have coefficient of mutual induction of 0.09 Henry. Average EMF induced in the secondary coil, that means E2, by a change of current from 0 to 20 ampere in 0.006 second in the primary will be. चलो चलो जल्दी सॉल्व करो। Okay, ठीक है। I got 79% D and 3% A, 5% C and 13% 13% B. And in the chat I'm getting most of the answers as D only. चलो देखते हैं। Let me end the poll here. देखो कैसे सॉल्व करेंगे। So two circuits have mutual induction कितना दिया है? 0.09 Henry. तो M is given to us as 0.09 Henry, right? Average EMF induced in the secondary coil. मेरे को क्या पूछा है? E2 क्या होगा? When the change in current in primary is what? From 0 to 20. So what is delta I1? That is nothing but 20 minus 0, that is 20 ampere. In how much time? Delta T कितना है? 0.06 second. So I can write E2 is equal to di1 divided by, sorry, E2 is equal to m di1 by dt. माइनस का यहाँ पे कुछ काम करना नहीं है. Okay, I can also write this as average की बात की, so I can write this as delta I1 divided by delta T. So what is the value of m? 0.09. What is the value of delta I? 20. What is the value of delta T? 0.06. ठीक है? So this will give us 3 and this will give us 2. यहाँ पे हो जाएगा, सही है ना? This will give us 10. अरे कुछ एक और जीरो खत्म हुआ क्या? अच्छा 0.006 है, इधर क्या है 0.006. 0.006 यहाँ छोटा सा मिस्टेक हुआ है 0.06. तो दिस विल गिव अस, यहाँ का 10 ऊपर एक मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएगा, दिस विल गिव अस या 2, तो ये 2 कैंसिल हो जाएगा. सो व्हाट इज द करेक्ट आंसर? करेक्ट आंसर विल बी 300 वोल्ट. ओके, या करेक्ट पुनीत, थैंक यू बच्चा. या सुधनवा, राहुल, रूपा, थैंक यू फॉर नोटिफाइंग. ओके, so the correct answer is 300 volts. So option D is the correct answer. Well done guys, very good. Most of you got the correct answer. बहुत बढ़िया. चलो अब शुरू करेंगे हम लोग अपना AC alternating current शुरू करेंगे. ठीक है? तो alternating current, as you can see the name, alternating current मतलब क्या? Variable current है ये, but कैसा एक special form में मतलब ये vary करेगा. When we studied EMI, we have studied कि if you are having a coil like this, if you're having a coil like this, and if the coil is rotating along about this axis with angular velocity omega, then the EMF induced will be equal to NBA omega sin omega t. right? पढ़े थे ना हम लोग. तो induced EMF ऐसा हुआ, तो करंट क्या होता है? करंट will be NBA omega divided by R into sin omega t. So when there will be this was called as dynamic induction, dynamic induced EMF. ये क्या है? हमेशा E क्या हो रहा है? चेंज हो रहा है. E is what? Changing with respect to T. So E will change if you change the time. तो हर बार क्या रोटेट कर रहा है. तो EMF induced in this will what? Will be dependent on time. So current that will flow in this circuit will also be dependent on time. So what is that? I can be written as I naught into sin omega t. What is that I naught value? What is the peak value? I naught is called as peak current. इसको क्या बोलते हैं? Peak current. What is the value of peak current? NBA omega divided by R. कभी-कभी डायरेक्ट ऐसे वैल्यू पूछता है, ये क्वेश्चन पूछेगा. Number of turns will be given to you. A uniform magnetic field will be given to you. Area of the loop will be given to you, and angular velocity will be given to you. Radius and resistance of the circuit will be given to you. You have to find the peak current. तो ऐसे करके निकालेंगे. ठीक है? चलो. So when I get this function of I, like I as a function of t, मुझे मालूम चला I is equal to I naught sin omega t. मतलब ये साइन कर्व बनेगा. ठीक है? तो if you are going to draw I versus t ग्राफ, तो कैसा मिलेगा? एक साइन का कर्व मिलेगा, राइट? ऐसा कुछ साइन का कर्व मिला. But sometimes you may not. You can also have E as NBA omega cos omega t. In that case, I will be I naught cos omega t. So if I is, यहाँ पे क्या लिखा देखो, if I is I naught sin omega t or V is V naught sin omega t, the graph will look like this. बहुत आसान है, साइन कर्व बनेगा. If you are having I is equal to I naught cos omega t or V is equal to V naught cos omega t, then the curve will look like this. That means at time t is equal to 0, maximum voltage, maximum current will be there. At time t is equal to 0 here, zero voltage and zero current will be there. Okay, the maximum current that the circuit can have is called as peak current. The maximum voltage the circuit can have is called as peak voltage. Okay, what is omega here? Omega can be called as angular velocity of the coil, or you can also say angular frequency of the current variation, or angular frequency of the voltage variation. How the voltage will vary, so what is the angular frequency for that, you can also write omega as. Okay, चलो ग्राफ तो सबको समझ में आ गया, नो प्रॉब्लम. अच्छा, उसके बाद बात करते हैं some definitions that are related to current, like alternating current or voltage. पहला definition क्या है? टाइम पीरियड का. You know the meaning of time period for a motion? The time period, what is the time period? The time taken to complete one complete oscillation or complete motion, right? But यहाँ I am talking about time period of alternating current. तो क्या बोलेंगे? The time taken to complete one cycle of variation, right? One cycle of variation. देखो यहाँ पे. If you talk about this one, the current has started, the value has started from 0, I has 0, then again come as at 0 position, but this is not the one complete variation. What is the complete variation? When this will come back to this position, this is one complete variation. Now from here again it will rotate, it will have the same kind of variation. Then after this again it will have the same kind of variation. After this again it will have the same kind of variation, right? So what is the time taken to complete one variation? So that is the time period T. Okay, so what is the time period? So time period is nothing but time taken to complete one cycle of variation is called as time period of alternating voltage, okay, or periodic time. We know what is time period, that is nothing but 2 pi by omega. Omega will be given to you 2 pi, मालूम है वो क्या है, 2 pi by omega. Okay, what is frequency? Basic definition क्या है? Number of oscillations per second. और यहाँ पे क्या बोलेंगे? Number of cycles completed per second by an alternating current. So what is the number of cycle of variation the alternating current or voltage will complete? That is called as frequency. मतलब एक सेकंड में कितना बार वो वेरी कर देगा, एक पूरा कंप्लीट वेरिएशन कितना हो जाएगा, that is called as frequency, and that will be written as f is equal to 1 by time period or omega by 2 pi. ये बहुत आसान सवाल है, you already know these things, ठीक है? In India the frequency of alternating current that we get in our home will have a value of 50 hertz. तो कभी कभी क्या होगा क्वेश्चन में, you will not be given this value, ये याद रखना है आपको. Sometimes in question this 50 hertz will not be given to you directly, वो आपको assume करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है? Most of the time it will be given to you, but sometimes they'll say कि in our home ऐसा like in our home this kind of circuit has been employed, now what will be the some values will be asked to you. So in that case you have to consider that 50 hertz of frequency will be used, ठीक है? तो in India the frequency of alternating current is what? 50 hertz, ठीक है? So 50 hertz, f is equal to 50 hertz, that means in 1 second how many cycle will be completed by alternating voltage? 50 cycles. मतलब एक सेकंड में 50 बार ऐसा कर चुका होगा, 50 बार ऐसा कर चुका होगा, ठीक है? So in 1 second एक बार हुआ, 2, 3, 4, so 50 times the same variation would have been done. Okay, ठीक है. Now peak value or the amplitude. Peak value क्या होता है? The maximum value of alternating current, ठीक है? What is peak value? The maximum value of alternating current or alternating voltage is called as peak value or amplitude. It is denoted by I naught or V naught. सबको पता है. अच्छा, इसके बाद important चीज है phase. What is phase? So when you write I is equal to I naught sin omega t plus some phi. So what is phase? This omega t plus phi is called as the phase. Phase का मतलब क्या था? Condition. ठीक है? So this is called as the phase. What is the definition? The phase is a physical quantity representing both the instantaneous value and the direction of alternating quantity at any instant. So this is that quantity which will tell you what is the instantaneous value of current and what is the direction of it. ठीक है? So this tells us the condition of current in which this is, ठीक है? So that is why we name this as phase. तो ये क्या जो एंगल में फॉर्म साइन के ये जो क्या बोलते हैं इसको, आर्गुमेंट होता है ना, जो ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक रेशियो का जो आर्गुमेंट होता है इसको क्या बोलते हैं? Is this अनम्यूट हो गया खुद से? वेट, किसी ने कुछ किया क्या? ये कौन उंगली कर रहा है इसमें? इधर कोई भी अनम्यूट हो जा रहा है? लेट मी अनम्यूट एवरीबॉडी. ये किसकी आवाज आ रही है मुझे? Guys, you can also hear this, क्या? I cannot see who is there, who is unmuted. Guys, click yes if you can also hear some voice in the background. Now it's gone. Yeah, correct. But I have muted everybody. Everyone was muted, but still I heard some noise. कुछ तो आया था आवाज, कोई हंस रहा था या हंस रही थी. Wait, can you hear me, guys? Click yes if you can hear me. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, can you see the screen? नो, स्क्रीन का कुछ तो अभी है. आई कैन नॉट रिमूव माई सेल्फ. किधर गया वो? वेट गाइज, लेट मी लॉग आउट वंस. Start broadcast. Yes. Yeah, now I think you can hear me, right? My voice is audible. Can you hear me and can you see the black? Can you see the board? Guys, please respond. Okay, हाँ ठीक है. Yes, thank you. So I was talking about phase. I was talking about phase. Phase क्या होता है? So the argument of the trigonometric ratio is called as the phase. जो भी यहाँ पे रहेगा, omega t plus phi, omega t minus phi, omega t plus phi by 2, all those things, that will be called as phase. उसको phase बोलेंगे, ठीक है? What will be the dimension? Argument of any trigonometric ratio is nothing but dimensionless. इसका कोई dimension नहीं होता है. Okay? आगे बात करते हैं. Now, what will be the phase difference? So, difference between the phases of current and voltage is called as phase difference. So let's say voltage का जो phase है वो क्या है? omega t plus phi 1, and current is written as I naught sin omega t plus phi 2. So phase of current is omega t plus phi 2. So what is the phase difference? तो omega t plus phi 2 minus omega t minus phi 1. तो omega t cancel. So I'll be getting omega 2 minus omega 1 as the phase difference. ठीक है? But this is what relative to, see when we are talking about phase difference, तो किसके रिस्पेक्ट में है ये? किसको पहले रखा हमने? किसको पहले रखा है? इसको पहले रखा. तो रिलेटेड टू वोल्टेज. ठीक है? व्हाट इज दिस? इफ somebody asks you what is the phase difference relative to current, तो क्या मिलेगा? omega 1 sorry phi 1 minus phi 2. तो रिलेटिव टू करंट का मतलब क्या हो जाएगा? यू हैव टू राइट वोल्टेज का पहले, मतलब फेज ऑफ वोल्टेज माइनस फेज ऑफ करंट, दैट विल बी phi 1 minus phi 2. if you are going for relative to voltage, you have to write phi of current minus phi for voltage is equal to phi 2 minus phi 1 here. okay? तो समझ में आना चाहिए आपको किसके रिलेटिव में आप फेज डिफरेंस निकाल कर. चलो, नाउ विल टॉक अबाउट सम मीन और एवरेज वैल्यू. ठीक है? सो मीन वैल्यू आपको सबको मालूम है व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ मीन और व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ एवरेज वैल्यू, राइट? इफ आई आस्क यू टू फाइंड द मीन वैल्यू ऑफ current, if this is I and this is T, so mean value I have to explain till what point, till what values you have to find mean. So if I ask you till this point, till this time T, find the mean value of current, so what will be the answer? Answer will be 0, right? Because whatever the positive value the current will have, the similar negative values will be there for the same time. So this positive and this negative value will cancel each other. So mean value of current or voltage for one cycle is what? 0. इसको आप लिख लेना. ठीक है? So mean value, I mean over a time period is what? 0. or V mean over a time period is also 0. okay? चलो बढ़िया है. बट अभी निकालेंगे कि what about t by 2 sir? That means what about positive half cycle? कहने का मतलब क्या है? If you're having, this is the current I and this is t. So current is like having I sin omega t. So let us say the graph will look like this. So what if I ask you to find the mean value till t by 2? Mean value till t by 2. That means till this point only. इसको erase करता हूं मैं. तो find the mean value of all the current values till t by 2. तो कैसे निकालेंगे? तो टू फाइंड मीन वैल्यू एक फॉर्मूला है, आपको बताया गया होगा क्लास में, ठीक है। टू फाइंड मीन वैल्यू यू माइट हैव बीन टॉट दिस पार्ट हियर, दैट इफ y is a function of x, if y is a function of x and you need to find the mean value of y, this representation is what? Representation for mean or average. What you have to do, you have to integrate fx dx, then you have to integrate dx. Where to where? Then you have to see from where to where, what is the range till what is the range in which we have to find the mean value of y. So range is let's say from x1 to x2. So I'll write limit x1 to x2, limit x1 to x2, ठीक है। So if y is function of x, then average value of y will be written as integral fx dx limit x1 to x2 divided by integral dx limit x1 to x2। अगर ऐसा करोगे आपको mean value मिल जाएगा, okay। Similarly, if I ask you to find the mean value of current, where current is given to you as I as a function of t, दिया हुआ है ना, and what is that given to us? That is nothing but I naught sin omega t, ऐसे मान लो दिया हुआ है। So what will you do? You have to find mean value as I mean will be written as integral I naught sin omega t dt divided by integral dt. From where to where? So here current is function of t. From where to where we have to find the mean? Till half cycle, that means till t by 2. So from 0 to t by 2, from 0 to t by 2. If you integrate this, you'll get ultimately this value, ठीक है। देखो integration of dt will be t, and if you put the value, you'll get t by 2. देखो 1 by t by 2 नीचे आया, and here I dt. If I put the value of I dt as I naught sin omega t, इधर देखो put करेंगे हम लोग, right? So if you put these values and if you do the integration part and all, finally you'll get I mean as 2 I naught divided by pi. Final answer will be 2 I naught divided by pi. याद रखना है आपको। So positive half cycle के लिए क्या होगा mean value? 2 I naught divided by pi. और in fraction what will the answer? 0.637. 0.637 I naught. So 0.63 times the maximum value will be the mean value over a positive half cycle. Okay, और 63.7% of the maximum value. बहुत बढ़िया सर। अच्छा एक और चीज, if I say mean value of positive half cycle is, ऐसा मैंने डायग्राम बनाया, if positive if mean well or average value of this positive half cycle is 2 I naught by pi, what is the average value of this cycle, this half of it? क्या मिलेगा? माइनस में रहेगा, but answer magnitude will remain the same because this structure and this structure they are almost the same, not almost, they are exactly the same, but उल्टा है खाली। So mean value of negative half cycle will be negative of it, तो कितना आएगा? negative 2 I naught by pi। तो इस चीज का ध्यान रखना है, ओके। चलो स्टूडेंट करेक्ट, देखो इधर लिखा भी होगा कहीं, for negative half cycle the mean value of current is minus 2 I naught by pi and the average value or average value of EMF for negative half cycle will be minus 2 E naught by pi। तो I naught की जगह पे E naught कर दो, काम वही होगा, ओके गुड, ठीक है बहुत बढ़िया। So E mean will be 2 E naught by pi, I and I mean will be 2 I naught by pi, ये काम हो गया, ठीक है बहुत बढ़िया। बट इसको याद रखना है आपको, you need to remember this, ठीक है। अच्छा रूट मीन स्क्वायर, रूट मीन स्क्वायर, तो हुआ क्या, पहले एवरेज निकाला फिर मीन स्क्वायर निकाला गया था, आफ्टर दिस मीन स्क्वायर। तो मीन स्क्वायर क्या होता है? सो दिस इज नथिंग बट, अगर आप इफ यू आर गोइंग टू फाइंड आई मीन स्क्वायर, तो क्या जाता है, स्क्वायर का मीन निकालते हैं, ठीक है, स्क्वायर का मीन निकालते हैं। तो यहाँ पे जो मीन स्क्वायर आएगा इसको अभी मैं लिखता हूँ ऐसे ही से, तो इसके बाद मीन स्क्वायर निकाला, उसको कैसे लिखेंगे आप? तो आपको करना क्या है कि यू हैव टू फाइंड द मीन ऑफ स्क्वायर ऑफ करंट। तो पहले स्क्वायर का करंट निकालो एंड देन टेक अ मीन ऑफ इट। तो कैसे निकालोगे? इंटीग्रल आई स्क्वायर dt डिवाइडेड बाय इंटीग्रल dt। तो इस तरीके से हम लोग मीन स्क्वायर निकालते हैं। नाउ व्हाट विल बी द रूट मीन स्क्वायर? तो व्हेन वी फाइंड दिस मीन स्क्वायर आई विल टेक अ रूट, ठीक है, इसका स्क्वायर रूट कर दोगे देन यू गेट रूट मीन स्क्वायर वैल्यू, ओके। यहाँ पे कुछ तरीका अलग है निकालने का, बट या actual method is by going for this one, by going through this method, ठीक है। So mean square value is this one. What will be root mean square? So root mean square value will be square root of I mean square। तो mean square जो भी मिलेगा, or you can say that इसी का square root, integral इंटीग्रल आई स्क्वायर dt डिवाइडेड बाय इंटीग्रल, उसका रूट निकाल लो, दैट विल बी द रूट मीन स्क्वायर। होता क्या है, वैल्यू क्या होता है? सो वैल्यू फॉर दैट रूट मीन स्क्वायर इज व्हाट? दिस वन। सबने पढ़ा ये चीज, दैट पीक वैल्यू डिवाइडेड बाय रूट 2। तो आई नॉट बाय रूट 2 इज व्हाट? पीक वैल्यू, सॉरी, रूट मीन स्क्वायर ऑफ करंट। ओके, इन टर्म्स ऑफ फ्रैक्शन क्या होता है? 0.707, 0.707 आई नॉट, और इन टर्म्स ऑफ परसेंटेज 70.7% ऑफ आई नॉट। तो 70.7% ऑफ पीक वैल्यू इज कॉल्ड एज द रूट मीन स्क्वायर, रूट मीन स्क्वायर वैल्यू ऑफ करंट। ये वोल्टेज के फॉर्म में भी लिख सकते हो। वोल्टेज के फॉर्म में कैसे लिखते हैं? तो ERMS कैन बी रिटन एज 0.707 E नॉट, या V लिख सकते हो, VRMS इज इक्वल टू 0.707 V नॉट। ओके, तो यहाँ देखो वही चीज लिखा है। अच्छा, एक थोड़ा सा रिप्रेजेंटेशन है, ध्यान देना, कौन बड़ा है कौन छोटा है। तो इफ somebody asks you what is the root mean square speed or what is the average speed, तो क्या होगा? If you are having current like this, current का ऐसा variation दिखाया, current as a function of time is given to you. So where the I average will lie? तो I average is what? 0.63. Where the I RMS will lie? 0.707. So कौन सा बड़ा वैल्यू है? So I RMS is greater than I average. इस चीज का ध्यान रखना है, ठीक है? So RMS value will be greater than the average value. Okay, कितना होता है? 0.707. Now you might have a doubt here, sir. We have found this RMS value for complete cycle. We have found the RMS value for complete cycle. However, we have found the average value for half cycle. How can we compare that? Simple सी बात है. When we found this IRMS ना, we first found mean square. तुम square करोगे तो negative वाला भी क्या हो जाएगा? Positive. Right? So when we do that ना, we actually effectively talk about only half of it only, because ये तो repetitive हो जाता है ना. If you are taking square of this, what will happen? ये अपने आप negative वाला positive value हो जाएगा. तो एक्चुअली इफेक्टिवली हम क्या करते हैं? पॉजिटिव हाफ साइकिल का ही निकालो, दूसरे का भी निकल जाता है। ऐसा ऐसा रिपीट हो रहा है, ऐसा ऐसा रिपीट हो रहा है। तो एवरेज ऑफ दिस विल बी एवरेज ऑफ दिस विल बी एवरेज ऑफ दिस विल बी एवरेज ऑफ दिस। सो व्हाट विल द टोटल एवरेज? एवरेज ऑफ एनी वन ऑफ देम, राइट? तो वही काम होता है। तो एवरेज ऑफ पॉजिटिव हाफ साइकिल और एवरेज ऑफ और रूट मीन स्क्वायर ऑफ हाफ साइकिल और फुल साइकिल, दे आर नथिंग बट द सेम। ओके, तो इस चीज का ध्यान रखना है आपको, थोड़ा सा दिमाग रखना है। चलो आगे बात करेंगे फिर। Now we'll define a small term that is not known as form factor. एक छोटा सा term है, but हाँ कभी-कभी it is not that important, but sometimes RMS value और average value will not be given to you directly. हालांकि पता होता है, ये चीजें पता होती है, but कुछ तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं दिया रहेगा, तो कभी अगर जरूरत पड़े उसके लिए तो याद रखना है। तो what is this form factor? तो form factor is nothing but ratio of RMS value and average value. Ratio of RMS value to average value. मतलब RMS value upon average value is what? Form factor. इसका जब वैल्यू पुट करोगे ना, RMS वैल्यू विल बी V नॉट बाई रूट 2 एंड एवरेज वैल्यू इज 2 V नॉट बाई पाई, राइट? या I के फॉर्म में लिखोगे तो I नॉट बाई रूट 2, 2 I नॉट बाई पाई। तो व्हाट विल हैपन? पाई बाई 2 रूट 2 यू आर गोइंग टू गेट। इफ यू आर गोइंग टू टेक द फ्रैक्शन यू विल गेट 1.11। तो फॉर्म फैक्टर फॉर एनी एसी सर्किट क्या होता है? 1.11 ऐसे आता है। ओके, ये चीज याद रखना, कांस्टेंट आपको मिल जाएगा आपको। ओके, चलो पीक फैक्टर क्या है भाई? सो व्हाट इज द पीक फैक्टर? तो रेशियो ऑफ पीक वैल्यू टू आरएमएस वैल्यू। यहां क्या था? आरएमएस बाय एवरेज। हियर व्हाट इज पीक फैक्टर? पीक डिवाइडेड बाय आरएमएस। तो पीक वैल्यू एंड आरएमएस वैल्यू का रेशियो। तो पीक वैल्यू इज V नॉट, आरएमएस इज V नॉट बाय रूट 2, दैट मींस रूट 2। व्हाट इज द करेक्ट आंसर? 1.41। तो पीक फैक्टर विल बी 1.41 एंड फॉर्म फैक्टर विल बी 1.11। ओके, आगे बात करेंगे। अब इससे रिलेटेड एक क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करते हैं। तो डोंट कंसीडर दिस एज 6 and 7। ये क्वेश्चन 1 वो है, लेट मी कवर दैट, नहीं तो तू कंफ्यूज करेगा। सो पेस्ट करने का, उसको ऐसे छुपाने का। नाउ दिस इज क्वेश्चन 1, दिस इज क्वेश्चन 2। चलो बच्चा लोग ट्राई टू सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन नंबर 1। पहले क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 सॉल्व, बहुत आसान है, बहुत बच्चों का सवाल है। ऑल्टरनेटिंग करंट इज, यू कैन से दैट द इजीएस्ट चैप्टर ऑफ PU2। PU2 का सबसे आसान चैप्टर है ऑल्टरनेटिंग करंट, एंड बहुत स्कोरिंग भी है, बहुत आसान सा सवाल पूछे जाते हैं, एंड इट्स वेरी एंड इट्स क्वाइट स्कोरिंग। आराम से अच्छा स्कोर कर सकते हो इसमें। बस कुछ सिली मिस्टेक्स मत करना बच्चा, ठीक है? छोटी छोटी गलतियां लोग करते हैं इसमें, वो मत करना। देख इसमें भी बहुत सारे आंसर्स आ रहे हैं। अच्छा, whenever you are being given this values like this, what is this 220 volt? तुमने देखा होगा when you buy a bulb और कुछ भी कोई भी इलेक्ट्रिकल अप्लायंस खरीदते हो ना, तो बल्ब पे लिखा देखते होगा 220 वोल्ट और 230 वोल्ट। उसका मीनिंग क्या है? 220 वोल्ट नॉर्मली सब में लिखा दिखता है। व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दैट? यस, दैट इज द आरएमएस वैल्यू। सो दिस इज व्हेनेवर यू आर गेटिंग अ रेटिंग लाइक दिस ना, इसका मीनिंग यही होता है। कहाँ गया? सो मीनिंग ऑफ दिस इज व्हाट? दिस इज नथिंग बट द आरएमएस वैल्यू ओनली। ये क्या होता है? आरएमएस वैल्यू। व्हाट इज दिस 50 हर्ट्ज? हर्ट्ज मतलब क्या है? लीनियर फ्रीक्वेंसीज। ओके, no Sudhanva, that is not the correct, that is not the correct rating. Maximum voltage at control rate, that is not the correct answer. Whenever you are getting this kind of rating ना, तो इसका मीनिंग यह है कि RMS वैल्यू ये है, ठीक है? तो 220 वोल्ट इज द RMS वोल्टेज, ठीक है? चलो, ओके, ठीक है, करेक्ट। तो अभी तो करेक्ट आंसर लिख दो भैया। तो if RMS value is known to you, can't you find the peak current? If you know the peak current, पहले तो दो ऑप्शंस तो ऐसे ही खत्म हो जाएंगे। So those who are going for B and D, वो तो गलत ही हो गए ना, because this is RMS value. And how do you write I value? I is nothing but I naught into sin omega t. So this is nothing but the peak current, and this is not the peak current. यहाँ क्या लिखा था? 220. Do we have 220 as the peak current? इला 220 is not the peak current. तो correct answer में ये तो गए काम से, they cannot be the answer. अच्छा, out of these two कौन सा सही है? तो 220 root 2 220 root 2 correct है। Why? Because I RMS is equal to I naught divided by root 2. तो I naught value is what? Root 2 into I RMS. What is I RMS? 220. तो 220 root 2 will be the maximum current. बहुत बढ़िया। अच्छा, यहाँ पे देखो चेंजेस क्या है, इधर 50 पाई है, इधर 100 पाई है। So we write this as omega t. ओमेगा क्या होता है बच्चा? तो ओमेगा is nothing but 2 pi divided by capital T. 1 by T is F. So I can write 2 pi into F. What is the value of F given to us? F is nothing but 50. F is nothing but 50. So if you put the values, what you will get? So here omega is nothing but 2 pi into 50. That is 100 pi. The correct answer would be option A, not C. ठीक है? तो correct answer is option A. समझ में आया बच्चा लोग? Click yes if you understood this. Click yes if you understood this. चलो बढ़िया, ठीक है। Well done. Now question number 2. Question number 2 सॉल्व करो। बहुत आसान है, बिल्कुल बच्चों वाला सवाल है एकदम। तो बच्चा भी शर्म आ जाए कि क्यों ऐसे सवाल पूछ रहे हो सर, बट ऐसे ऐसे डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चंस पूछे गए हैं बच्चा, इसलिए ये क्वेश्चंस डाले गए हैं, ठीक है? नो ऑडियो गाइस, कैन यू हियर मी? Am I audible to all? Yes. रूपा, तो आई थिंक तुम्हारा इंटरनेट प्रॉब्लम है फिर। ओके, सुजल इज सेइंग ए, प्रीति, अच्छा ठीक है, मेघना डी, कुशल डी। अच्छा, पोल लॉन्च नहीं किया है, लॉन्च मी द, लेट मी लॉन्च द पोल। हाँ देखो बच्चा, अभी रिस्पॉन्ड करो, बहुत आसान है। इन द चैट मोस्ट ऑफ यू आर गोइंग फॉर ऑप्शन डी। अच्छा, देखते हैं। सो अच्छा, तो बहुत आसान हो गया यार। इंस्टेंटेनियस करंट इन एसी सर्किट इज गिवन टू दिस। RMS वैल्यू ऑफ करंट इज व्हाट? यहाँ पे क्या होता है? कोएफिशिएंट, ये जो वैल्यू है क्या? दिस इज द पीक करंट। तो I naught is root 2 एम्पियर, सॉरी हाँ, I naught is root 2 एम्पियर। I RMS will be equal to I naught divided by root 2. What is I naught? Root 2 divided by root 2 एम्पियर। कितना मिला? 1 एम्पियर। ऑप्शन डी। इसमें भी 7 लोग फंस गए भैया। 7 of you have gone for option A। गलत है, ठीक है? चलो फिर से इसको छुपाना है मेरे को। देखो कैसे छुपाता हूँ। तुम लोग दिखता है कैसे छुपा रहा हूँ मैं? ये देखो, ये छुपाया जाता है ऐसे। कितना खतरनाक टेक्नोलॉजी का यूज हो रहा है, देखो इधर। हाँ चलो, थर्ड क्वेश्चन, लेट मी लॉन्च अ पोल हियर। चलो थर्ड का आंसर करो बच्चा लोग, जल्दी जल्दी, एकदम चीते की स्पीड से करना अभी। नो उदय, हाउ कैन यू से दैट? इंस्टेंटेनियस का मतलब एट एन इंस्टेंट, पीक का मतलब मैक्सिमम, इंस्टेंटेनियस का मतलब द करंट एट अ टाइम, एट एनी टाइम टी। अभी देखो, अभी देखो, अभी देखो कितना करंट है, ऐसा। पीक का मतलब अभी हो सकता है पीक नहीं हो, कम हो। पीक का मतलब मैक्सिमम जब होगा, तुम वो करंट तेरे को बताना है। पीक वैल्यू मींस मैक्सिमम वैल्यू, इंस्टेंटेनियस में एट एनी टाइम टी व्हाट इज द करंट। ओके, ऑप्शन डी मिला है मेरे को कुछ आंसर्स। सो धनबा हैज गॉन फॉर डी। देखते हैं कितने लोग का सही होता है। लेट मी ड्रिंक वाटर। ओके सुधन, नो प्रॉब्लम, इसका आंसर होता है यस यस उदय। I is equal to I naught sin omega t में I will represent the instantaneous value and I naught will represent the peak value। ठीक है उदय? ओके ठीक है, तो लेट मी एंड द पोल हियर। बहुत कम लोगों ने आंसर किया है बच्चा लोग। अच्छा, मोस्ट ऑफ यू हैव गॉन फॉर चैट। अच्छा अच्छा, हाँ हाँ, चैट में आई थिंक मुझे हाँ अच्छा खासा आंसर मिला। ओके फाइन, so many of you have gone for answering the chat, but still बहुत कम लोग ने आंसर किया। बच्चा लोग कम ऑन सॉल्व दिस, बहुत टफ नहीं है, बहुत आसान है, जस्ट कैलकुलेशन है और कुछ नहीं। पीक वैल्यू इज गिवन टू यू, फ्रीक्वेंसी इज गिवन टू यू, हैव टू फाइंड द आरएमएस वैल्यू। सो आरएमएस क्या हो जाएगा, पीक बाई √2। तो 5 डिवाइड बाई √2, तो 5 बाई 1.414 वहां से निकालो। ठीक है, तो ऑप्शन सी तो हो नहीं सकता है। 5 डिवाइड बाई 6 लाइक √2 विल नेवर गिव यू 6, right? RMS value cannot have a greater value, cannot have greater value than peak value, right? तो C तो होगा नहीं। तो out of A B C में देख लो। दूसरी बात, this F is given to you, right? F is also given to you. You have to find time taken to reach peak value of current starting from 0। करो देखो, ट्राई करो बच्चा जल्दी से। मैं फिर से 30 सेकंड्स एक्स्ट्रा दे रहा हूँ, जल्दी से करो। Yes, Saman, class is going on.
Alright, sorry, मुझे कुछ सुनाई नहीं दे रहा था, मुझे कुछ दिखाई नहीं दे रहा था।
नहीं नहीं, अभी वो मैंने क्वेश्चन दिया सॉल्व करने के लिए।
अच्छा, गॉट इट।
हाँ,
पोल पर दिया है क्या?
या पोल पे दिया है।
Because I need to conduct an NPS, so after this poll I'll do that. ठीक है?
ठीक है, नो प्रॉब्लम। ओके गाइस, कम ऑन, लेट मी सॉल्व दिस फॉर यू। हो गया सबका? कंफ्यूजन इन ऑप्शन ए एंड बी, सुलोचना। अभी होगा बच्चा, डोंट वरी। देखो, सो थोड़ा सा मिला जुला आंसर आया, लाइक 28% डी, 9% सी, 38% बी, 26% ए, मिला के देखो कैसे करेंगे। फर्स्ट क्या है, व्हाट इज द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन दैट वी हैव टू सॉल्व? द आरएमएस वैल्यू। व्हाट इज द आरएमएस वैल्यू? आरएमएस वैल्यू क्या होता है? सो आई आरएमएस विल बी रिटन एज I naught divided by √2, correct? What is the value of I naught? 5 divided by √2. So 5 divided by 1.414। यहाँ से मुझे एक RMS का वैल्यू मिलेगा। अच्छा, दूसरा क्वेश्चन क्या है? Find the time taken to reach the peak value of current starting from 0। तो to solve this, let me draw the graph for I versus T। ठीक है? तो for variation of I and T, इसको यहाँ पे किया and if the variation is like this, sine curve मिलेगा ना, so there will be a sine curve. Okay, so this is 0 and this will have at this time this will have a peak value, right? इसको मैंने बोला let's say I naught. तो बताओ अभी like when I was talking about time period क्या होता था? The time taken from here to here. तो ये पूरा time period होता था t. Can I say this will be t by 2? So this will be t by 4. Correct है? So can I say this value will be t by 4? Guys, click yes if you understood the time. How did I denote that time period t by 4? Or the time taken for this peak value is t by 4. Total कितना था बच्चा? Capital T. One complete variation कितने time में हुआ? Capital T में. So this will be half of it. This will be half of the whole. तो क्या हो जाएगा? T by 2 का 2 क्या हो जाएगा? T by 4. Okay. Do we know the value of T? तो actually मेरे को दिया है indirectly. What is that? F is given to us as 60 Hz. तो F अगर 60 Hz है, तो T क्या हो? 1 by F. Correct है? तो time taken will be equal to T by 4. तो आप इसको लिख सकते हो ऐसे. तो you can write 1 by 4 into F. F कितना है? 60. तो इसको solve करो, that will be the answer. ठीक है? Once you solve this, that will be the answer. But यहाँ देखो, सेकंड में तो आएगा नहीं, कुछ छोटा सा आएगा 1 by 240. 1 by 240. वहां से करेक्ट करो आंसर मिलेगा. 50 तो हो, 15 तो नहीं होगा. देख लो क्या करेक्ट आंसर आ रहा है. 1 by 240 will be. So जगह नहीं मिल रहा मेरे को, किधर लिखूं मैं? Let me shift it here. इसको इधर शिफ्ट किया. Let me shift it here. Let me take it to this point. Okay. So I'll get T as 1 by 247. Okay. तो सिंपल सी बात है, कुछ पॉइंट में करोगे तो क्या 240 into 4 is what 960 और 240 960 1000 के करीब यही आएगा. तो 4 का कुछ तो आना चाहिए पहले. देखो तो कहीं 4 आ रहा है, एक यहाँ आ रहा है, एक यहाँ आ रहा है, राइट? सो आउट ऑफ A और D एनी वन ऑफ देम कैन बी द आंसर. नाउ व्हाट अबाउट दिस मीन रूट मीन स्क्वायर? तो क्या होगा 5 by 1.4. कितना आएगा 5 by 1.4. if it would have been 2 then 5 by 2 will be 2.5, राइट? बट क्या है 2 से ये कम है तो 2.5 से ज्यादा होगा, मतलब ये वाला. सो ऑप्शन ए इज द करेक्ट आंसर. विदाउट सॉल्विंग, जस्ट बाय सम काइंड ऑफ रफली एस्टिमेट यू कैन आंसर दिस. सो ऑप्शन ए विल बी द करेक्ट आंसर. समझ में आया बच्चा लोग? या करेक्ट सुधनवा 3.5 and 4.16 मिलीसेकंड, दैट इज द करेक्ट आंसर. ओके, चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. थोड़ा सा इसमें ज्यादा टाइम लगा, मेरा उधर कुछ गड़बड़ हो रहा था, मुझे पानी भी पीना था. ठीक है, इसमें इसको सॉल्व करो. Try to solve this. If an alternating voltage is represented by E is equal to 141 sin 628t, then RMS value of the voltage and frequency are respectively. तुम्हें क्या निकालना है? We have to find RMS value and we have to find the frequency as well. Okay, 93% of you have gone for option C. 6% D. बहुत बढ़िया. Okay, ठीक. Very good. So most of you are going for option C. देखते हैं. Should I solve it or do you need more time, guys? Okay, ठीक है. No response, मतलब solve कर लिया सबने. So 88% of you have gone for option C, and 6% A and 6% D, and some 10 answers in the chat who are going for C only. चलो, let me solve this. बहुत आसान है बच्चा लोग. क्या बोला है? E is equal to 141 sin 628. What is 141? So E naught is given to us as 141. What is 628? Omega is 628. What we need to find? RMS value. So RMS value will be equal to 141 divided by root 2. Root 2 क्या है? 1.41 approximately. तो क्या हो जाएगा? 100 ऊपर चला जाएगा. Answer will be 100 volt. What about F? So omega is equal to 2 pi F. F will be equal to 628 divided by 2 into pi कितना है? 3.14. 3.14 into 2 is what? 6.28. मतलब क्या आ जाएगा फिर से यहाँ पे? So this is also 100 hertz. Correct answer is option C. Well done, guys. सब लोग almost सब लोग का आंसर सही आया था. Anaga, yes, tell me. Wait, let me unmute you. Anaga, tell me what is your doubt? Anaga, can you hear me? ओके, आई कैन नॉट अनम्यूट यू, कुछ प्रॉब्लम है, ठीक है। चलो आगे बात करते हैं। या फेजर डायग्राम, दिस आई विल अंडरस्टैंड विद सम कॉन्टेक्स्ट। कॉन्टेक्स्ट क्या है? The first topic that we are going to study for the phasor diagram and all is what? Purely resistive circuit. ठीक है, purely resistive का मतलब क्या? In a circuit only a resistor will be there. In a circuit only a resistor is present. ठीक है? So how we are going to study that? तो देखो क्या करते हैं। If the voltage across that resistor is E is equal to E naught sin omega t, since voltage will vary, so let us say current voltage is what? E naught sin omega t. देखो, तो यहाँ रखा ये E हो गया, and alternating voltage is given like it is represented by this symbol, ऐसा गोला बनाने का, and then draw this. So this is the symbol for alternating voltage. Okay, चलो, तो in this circuit no problem होने का, ठीक है। So in this one, this is the alternating voltage that has been applied, and there is a resistor that has been applied. So what is E? We know that E is equal to IR, ठीक है, through a resistor, across a resistor. What is the potential difference? IR. If I put that, can I say E मेरे को मालूम है, I'll get the value of I as E divided by R. If you are going to do that, I will be E by R. That is nothing but E naught by R into sin omega t. So I'm getting I is equal to I naught sin omega t. No problem, sir. So what I'm having here is E is equal to E naught sin omega t, and I is equal to I naught sin omega t. Tell me, what is the phase difference between these two, current and voltage? Phase difference is 0. That means the phase of voltage and phase of current, they will be same. So if E is going to have maximum value at the same time, I will also have the maximum value. If E is going to have 0 value at the same time, I will also have the 0 value, right? ठीक है, ये 0 का, हाँ, total value की बात मत करना, that sir if E is having 2 volt, तो I will also have 2 volt, ऐसा नहीं है, सिर्फ 0 maximum की बात कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है। तो देखो उसके लिए मैं ऐसे कर रहा हूँ, देखो, if you are going to draw the E versus time, so it will look like this. If you are going to draw I versus time, so it will also look like this. देखो, तो जिस टाइम पे करंट 0, उसी टाइम पे वोल्टेज भी 0. This is the time at t is equal to 0, E is also 0, I is also 0. At this time, I is also I naught and E is also I naught. Okay, तो फेज सेम मतलब सेम तरीके से वेरी करेगा. Okay, so this is how we can draw the graph. अच्छा, इसके बाद we have to consider phasor diagram. क्यों phasor diagram पढ़ते हैं हम लोग? उसका बेसिक मीनिंग से देखो, समझो. If I ask you to add this, if y is equal to y1 plus y2, ठीक है, and if y1 is equal to a1 sin omega t, and if y2 is equal to a2 sin omega t plus y, right? If I ask you to add this, तो क्या करोगे? You'll try to add them. You'll try to use sin a plus sin b formula, ठीक है? तो you have to use the trigonometric forms and all, right? So then calculation will become थोड़ा सा complex, थोड़ा लंबा होता है. And at the end, the result that you'll be getting now, that will give you an idea that if you consider this a1 and a2 as vectors, an angle between a1 and a2 as the phase difference between these two, the result will remain the same. ठीक है? So you can get this y as by adding these two. आराम से दोनों को add करो, trigonometric ratio, trigonometric relations का काम करो, काम हो जाएगा. Okay? But if you don't want to get to that calculation, there is a shortcut method also. There is a method also which will save some of your time. What is that? That if you assume the amplitude of first one as, okay, so Aman, yeah, 5 minutes में, 2 minutes में, just complete करने इसको. So if you consider a1 as one of the vector and a2 as the other vector, and the angle between a1 and a2 as the phase difference between them, ठीक है? तो ऐसा कुछ मान लो, this is a1, this is a2, and this is phi. Okay, and if you find the resultant of a1 and a2, you'll get the resultant of this value phi. तो y को क्या लिख सकते हो आप? You can write y as a sin omega t plus some angle alpha. ठीक है? Yes, Aman, you can do that. I'll continue with this after the code. ठीक है? Please continue, Aman. आप कर लो.
Yes, Roshan, can I?
हाँ, yeah, do that.
Students, I just launched a poll. There's a feedback poll basically for Roshan sir. Can you please go through it and fill the form? I'll end the poll in next 2 minutes. Please do that. There are 5 questions in this, and whatever you feel like you can answer. We are trying to improve the teaching. So yeah, please do that. Roshan sir, you can continue.
Okay, thank you, thank you. चलो, so I think you're done with that. आगे बात करते हैं. So yeah, I was talking about phasor diagram. देखो क्या होता है. So the main thing was, if I ask you to add these two quantities, where y1 is a1 sin omega t and y2 is a2 sin omega t plus 5. So if you are going to add them, देखो क्या होगा. You have to add y is equal to a1 sin omega t plus a2 sin omega t plus 5. तो क्या करना पड़ेगा, तुम्हें ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक फॉर्म यूज करना पड़ेगा. You have to use some trigonometric identities and all, right? And then you have to get the actual answer. थोड़ा बहुत बड़ा लेंथी चला जाता है. It will be a bit lengthier. So what is the shortcut method to do that? तो कर दे क्या हम लोग? We'll assume if a1 sin omega t plus a2 sin omega t plus 5. So what you are going to do? We'll consider a1 as one vector, a2 as the other vector. Okay? And you'll draw them like this. So a1 is drawn like this, a2 will be somewhere here, because a2 is having phase difference of 5. It is leading a1. So क्या करेंगे? This will be represented as a2. What is the angle between them? So angle between them will be given by the phase difference between them, that is 5. तो ऐसा vector draw कर लेते हैं. And the resultant of these two, you know how to find the resultant of two vectors? So that a will be written as square root of a1 square plus a2 square plus 2a1 a2 cos of 5. So direct आपको, if you consider them as vectors, you'll get the direct answer like this. Otherwise, if you don't consider them as vector, you have to add them. तो trigonometric ratio का, trigonometric identities का बहुत सारा यूज करना पड़ता है, थोड़ा मेथड लंबा जाता है. ठीक है? The result will remain the same. So for that only we use phasor diagram. ठीक है? तो करते क्या है देखो. If I write this, let me erase this part here. So let me give the context for this particular condition. यहाँ क्या दिया देखो, I and, so E is equal to E naught sin omega t, and I is also has also come as I naught sin omega t. Now tell me, how should I draw this I and I have to explain this I and E. तो कैसे करेंगे? So I'll say, if I have to explain this I and E, so I'll say both of them are what? Having same phase. Both of them are what? Having same phase. So same phase है, तो you can, if I draw I in this direction, in which direction should I draw E? E should also be drawn in the same direction. ठीक है? दोनों को हम लोग same direction में draw करेंगे. In the same way they have drawn here also. देखो, if this is I, देखो इधर क्या, इधर I है, and this is E. Why did they draw like this? Simple सा reason देखो, क्या इसको reference line माना. They have considered this as the reference line. So through reference line, what is the angle made by this? तो देखो omega t है, तो you'll say omega t. So you'll consider this I naught as one of the vector. This I naught as one of the vector. ठीक है? Now for this E, I'll say E naught will be the other vector. ऐसा करके यहाँ से लेके E naught will be the other vector. So they are along the same line. Why they are along the same line? Because angle between them is what? 0. ये अगर reference line है, this is also omega t, and E naught is also making an angle omega t. अच्छा, if I ask you to get the value of E and E naught, तो क्या करेंगे? Projection of these line along vertical line. Projection of this E naught along vertical will give us the instantaneous value. देखो, this is E naught, this is omega t. So what will be this value? Projection of this along vertical will be this line, and this is nothing but E naught sin omega t, because in this right angle triangle, if this is E naught, this is omega t, this will be E naught sin omega t. Okay? तो ये ऐसे projection से हम लोग काम कर सकते हैं. ठीक है? If you draw I naught here, this is omega t with the reference line. So projection of this I naught along vertical will be this length. This will be called as I naught sin omega t. So this projection in vertical line will give you the instantaneous value of I. Okay? But ये ऐसे पूछेगा ना directly क्या पूछेगा वो हम लोग देखेंगे LCR circuit में. This is the way in which you can explain them. ठीक है? Now what about pure circuit? एक चीज ध्यान रखना है क्या, कि in purely resistive circuit, voltage and current will be in same phase. Both of them will be in same phase. अच्छा. Now we'll talk about pure capacitor or purely capacitive circuit. When a capacitor is connected across a voltage supply, so what will happen? So this E is given to you. E is what? E naught sin omega t, that is given to you. Okay. So now if E is equal to E naught sin omega t is given to you, if I ask you what will be the current, what will be the current? Normally we know that sir capacitor to after a while this capacitor is what, an open circuit, तो यहाँ से current जाएगा नहीं. But because of this alternating nature of the voltage, what will happen? इधर से current जाएगा, फिर again it will oscillate like this, ऊपर नीचे current का flow होता रहेगा in transient state. So what will be the current through the circuit at any time t? How do we find that? So we know that current is nothing but dq by dt. So I'll try to find what is the charge that is there on the circuit, that is there on the capacitor at any time t. To find the charge, we'll use this formula. What is that? That voltage across capacitor is nothing but q by c. So I'll get q is equal to c into v. C is a constant. I'll put the value of v. V क्या है और E क्या है? If I write v is equal to E, so what is E? E can be written as E naught sin omega t. I'll take C as out. I'll take E naught as out. What is differentiation of sin omega t? Cos omega t into omega. Okay? So I have done what? This is what? Differentiation of CE into sin omega t. So I'll get C and E as out. Sin ka differentiation cos. So cos of omega t. Differentiation of omega t is omega. So I'll multiply here omega. So finally I'm getting C E naught omega into cos omega t. अब इसको एक दूसरे फॉर्म में एक्सप्रेस करते हैं. क्यों करते हैं उसका रीजन बताऊंगा मैं. देखो, so I can write this form as C E naught omega cos omega t as E naught divided by 1 by omega c into cos omega t. As we have defined this I naught as E by or E naught by R. Similarly, we need to define this in the same form, that E naught by some value. So if you do that, I am getting E naught divided by 1 by omega c. As we defined in resistive circuit, that is resistance. Here we define this value as reactance. This value 1 by omega c, we define this as reactance of purely capacitive circuit. Reactance of purely capacitive circuit. तो ये चीज याद रखना. What is 1 by omega c? 1 by omega c is nothing but the reactance of purely capacitive circuit. अच्छा, बहुत बढ़िया सर. Now if you compare E and I, तो E क्या था बच्चा? E was E naught sin omega t. What is I that we have got? I is nothing but I naught cos omega t. Now what is the phase difference between these two? So if you don't consider, if you don't look at them carefully, by mistake you can also say that sir, phase of this is omega t, phase of this is also omega t, so phase difference is 0. But don't do that. If you are going to find the phase difference, try to convert both of them in the same trigonometric ratio. If this is sine, you have to convert this also in the same trigonometric ratio, that is sine. So how will you convert that? So I can write this cos as I naught sine of omega t plus pi by 2, because sine pi by 2 plus theta is called as cos theta. So आप cos theta भी लिख सकते हो. Now see the phase of this. This phase of this is omega t. What is phase of this? Omega t plus pi by 2. तो कौन किसका phase ज्यादा है? So can I say that phase of I is nothing but pi by 2 ahead of phase of E. तो क्या बोलेंगे यहाँ पे? Current will lead voltage by a phase of pi by 2. तो pi by 2 के phase से current will lead. अच्छा, अभी देखो phasor diagram. If I ask you to draw the phasor diagram, how will you draw the phasor diagram? तो अभी देख लो इधर. If I draw who is leading, तो current is leading. So if I say this is E naught, this is E naught, how should I draw the current? तो current will lead, मतलब anti clockwise में positive angle मानते हैं. So I'll say current must be like this, and this must be pi by 2. ठीक है? But if you are going to write, or if you are going to draw this phasor diagram using some reference, तो कैसा होगा बताऊंगा. देखो, but normally हम ध्यान क्या रखते हैं हमारे एनालिसिस के लिए, क्या ये काम हो जाता है, इससे काम हो जाता है. If you are having this as E naught, I naught must be at an angle of pi by 2 from here. So anti-clockwise, why did I take anti-clockwise? Because anti-clockwise angles are called as positive angles. So क्या है, this will tell us that I naught is leading E naught by pi by 2. Okay, बहुत बढ़िया. Let me write here about this point. This 1 by omega c is called as reactance of purely capacitive circuit. Okay, तो इस चीज का याद रखना. डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन पूछा गया है इसे, दिया रहेगा रिएक्टेंस ऑफ कैपेसिटर इज दिस, what will be the impedance, ऐसा अगर क्वेश्चन पूछेगा, resistance will be given to you and other part will be given to you. Okay, if you are going to see the graph, यहाँ ग्राफ में थोड़ा मिस्टेक है, this will start from 0. See, whenever you are having phase difference of pi by 2, if there are two quantities which are having phase difference of pi by 2, इसका meaning क्या है? If one of them is at 0, other one will be at maximum. If one of them is at 0, other will be at maximum. If one of them is at maximum, the other one will be at 0. तो एक maximum दूसरा 0, एक 0 तो दूसरा maximum तो पहला 0, ऐसा करके दिमाग में रखना है. Sir, is I naught greater than E naught? वो डिपेंड करेगा ना वैल्यू का. How can you compare ampere with voltage? Shreyas, before asking that, let me know, can you compare E naught with I naught? तो ये एक दोनों को एक जगह दिखाने का मतलब होता है ऐसा कुछ लगेगा. It does not mean कि you can compare I naught with E naught. 2 volt and 2 ampere, which is greater and which is smaller than? कौन बड़ा है, 2 ampere or 2 volt? Are they equal? Shreyas, I'm talking to you. Please respond. If I give you voltage is 2 volt and current is 2 ampere, which is greater, which is equal? Tell me the relation. Are they equal to each other, with each other? You cannot compare them, right? In this graph, if you are drawing both of them in the same graph, that means this is nothing but a representation. I can also draw like this. No one can stop me while drawing like this. मैं छोटा भी बना सकता हूँ. ये सिर्फ बताने का जरिया है कि if I naught is at maximum, ये 0 पे रहेगा. If E is at maximum, I will be at 0. That is the only thing that you can get from here. Don't say, sir, I naught is greater than E naught. How can you say that? Ampere है, I naught का यूनिट एम्पियर है, E naught is voltage. ठीक है? Okay. हाँ, if you go for the numerical value, you can give a छोटा सा example, छोटा सा thing like this. Sir, I naught will be equal to E naught by R. कुछ टीचर बताते हैं ऐसे, मैं भी कभी-कभी जब उसको समझ नहीं आता तो ऐसा बताता हूँ. I naught is equal to E naught by R. तो अगर वैल्यू देखोगे तो सर R का वैल्यू क्या है? तो if you divide E naught by R, तो this will be less than 1. But what if R is less than 1? तब तो I naught बड़ा हो जाएगा, right? तो फालतू का मैं रीजन नहीं देना चाहता हूँ आपको. So the simple thing is you cannot compare them. This is nothing but a mere representation. कब maximum, कौन 0? Which is the 0? Which is at 0? Which is at the maximum position? How the shape will look like if you draw the I versus T or if you draw the E versus T. ठीक है? Actually it should be drawn separately. They should be drawn separately. But यहाँ पे साथ में दिखा देते हैं बुक में, एक जगह दिखने के लिए. ठीक है? To compare it properly, easily. आगे बात करते हैं. देखो यहाँ पे. I have drawn the phasor vector like this. This was what? E naught. So this was I naught. And this angle is what? Pi by 2. But if you compare something with what? A reference. मतलब क्या? मैंने इसको reference माना है. So this is at omega t. E naught is at, what is the phase of E? तो omega t. तो मैंने omega t angle लिखा. What is the phase of I? तो omega t plus pi by 2. तो देखो I naught यहाँ चला आया. तो if you just consider this part, और इसी को सिर्फ मैं दिखाऊं ऐसे, तो ऐसा दिखेगा उल्टा करके, ये दिखेगा part, right? You can do that, Vivek, no problem. I can consider E as V also. ये तुम पे डिपेंड करता है. If you consider voltage as V, take that. If you consider voltage as E, take that, no problem. ठीक है? चलो, तो ये part ऐसे रखेगा, तो the graph will or the phasor diagram will look like this. और you can also draw the phasor diagram like this also. No, कोई खराबी नहीं है इसमें. ठीक है? मैंने सिर्फ reference नहीं दिखाया इधर. मैं बोलूँगा reference कहीं इधर है सर. This is omega t. फर्क क्या पड़ता है? मेरे को पता है ना कि the phase difference is what? Pi by 2. तो यही काम करना है. This is the only thing which is important here. Okay? चलो. And it will be simpler for you also if you just go through this. Current का ऊपर रहेगा and this will be E naught. That's it. Okay? अरे गोवर्धन, this is not confusing रे. बहुत आसान है. E naught इधर रखने का, I naught ऊपर रखने का, pi by 2. Don't look at this. अगर confusing है तो don't look at this. ठीक है? But this is ये like formal approach है. बताते ऐसे ही हैं. ठीक है? समझने के लिए वो ऐसा करना है. अच्छा देखो, अभी just now we have studied what is capacitive reactance. तो मैंने बताया था capacitive reactance is what? 1 by omega c. Capacitive reactance is what? 1 by omega c. What will be the unit for this? What will be the unit for this? If you relate that I naught was equal to E naught divided by 1 by omega c. So it should be current. Here voltage. तो इधर होना क्या चाहिए? Ohm. Yes, correct. So unit of capacitive reactance will be ohm only. Yes, correct. No problem. चलो. Now purely resistive is over. Purely capacitive is over. Now we'll talk about purely inductive circuit. Purely inductive circuit. That means only inductor is present. Now voltage or the voltage supply is given to you, and the voltage supply is what? E naught sine omega t. How the current will be there? So we know that voltage across an inductor is what? Minus L di by dt. If you're going to put the value of E here, देखो e का वैल्यू अगर मैंने पुट किया इधर, एंड इफ यू आर गोइंग टू राइट इट, यू विल गेट di by dt is equal to e by l, ठीक है, और di will be written as e by l into dt. If you are going to do all these integrations and all, तो finally answer आपको क्या मिलेगा? Finally answer will be I is equal to e naught divided by omega l into sin omega t minus pi by 2. क्या मिलेगा? pi by 2 sin omega t minus pi by 2, because final answer क्या मिलता है? ऐसा मिलता है, cos मिलता है, minus cos omega t. So final answer will be this one. Now if you compare the phase, तो phase क्या था? देखो e naught क्या था? E was given to you as e naught sin omega t. Tell me which is leading here. Phase of E is what? Omega t. Phase of I is what? Omega t minus pi by 2. So can I say that I is lagging behind, right? So which is leading? Here E will be leading. If I ask you to draw the phasor diagram, कैसे बनाओगे? तो मैं बोलूंगा जो भी कम है ना उसको फेज, देखो ओमेगा टी को मैं बांधता हूँ. So let me consider this is the E value. Okay, this is the E naught value. So where the I should lie? I will be down. And this will be in clockwise direction. और मैं बोलूंगा pi by 2. This will be I naught. तो ऐसा फेजर डायग्राम बना देंगे, नो प्रॉब्लम, चलेगा, ठीक है. यू कैन ड्रॉ लाइक दिस. हाँ, दूसरा तरीका क्या है? यू कैन ऑल्सो ड्रॉ लाइक दिस कि आई विल ड्रॉ ई नॉट हेयर एंड आई नॉट हेयर, तब भी ठीक है, नो प्रॉब्लम. यू कैन ऑल्सो ड्रॉ लाइक दिस, बोथ ऑफ देम आर करेक्ट, नो प्रॉब्लम. यू कैन ड्रॉ सर ई नॉट इज हेयर एंड आई नॉट, सॉरी आई नॉट इज हॉरिजॉन्टल एंड ई नॉट इज वर्टिकल, नो प्रॉब्लम, ऐसा भी ड्रॉ कर सकते हो. You can draw like this also, but here this sign is important. ये क्या बताएगा? Clockwise मतलब negative में है, here anti-clockwise मतलब positive में. E naught will lead, that means voltage will lead. Okay? अच्छा, यहाँ भी phase difference तो still pi by 2 है. Phase difference is still pi by 2. So if one of them is at 0, other one will be at maximum. If the first vector of the first quantity is at maximum, the second quantity will be at 0. तो ये चीज हमेशा याद रखना है. ओके, ठीक है. तो द ग्राफ विल नाउ लुक लाइक दिस. तो क्योंकि नेगेटिव आया था तो करंट विल बी स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम नेगेटिव मैक्सिमम. ओके, तो ऐसा कुछ ग्राफ दिखेगा. दिस इज द ग्राफ फॉर दिस वन. आई इज इक्वल टू माइनस ई नॉट बाई एल कॉस ओमेगा टी. तो माइनस के फॉर्म में था, कॉस के फॉर्म में था, तो ऐसे ग्राफ दिखेगा. ओके, चलो बढ़िया. सो ये हुआ. हाँ, इफ यू गो फॉर दिस, तो देखो यहाँ पे क्या था? दिस वाज द ओमेगा टी. इफ दिस इज ई नॉट, तो दिस इज ओमेगा टी, राइट. आई क्या था? ओमेगा टी माइनस पाई बाई 2. तो इसको नीचे ऐसे दिखाया है, राइट. सो दिस इज आल्सो द रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ फेजर डायग्राम. बट आई विल सजेस्ट यू टू गो फॉर दीज काइंड ऑफ. यहाँ से काम हो जाता है, ये करने की हमें जरूरत भी नहीं पड़ती है, खास करके नीट में तो कभी जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगा ऐसे करने का. आपको समझना सिर्फ यही है, हमेशा यू हैव टू ड्रॉ द फेजर वेक्टर लाइक दिस वन. ओके, एलसीआर सर्किट जब पढ़ाऊंगा तो और आसान हो जाएगा, डोंट वरी. सो नाउ हियर व्हेन वी गॉट दिस आई वैल्यू, देखो इधर आई का वैल्यू क्या मिला था? आई is equal to E naught divided by omega L. E naught divided by omega L into sin omega t minus pi by 2. तो यार E naught divided by omega L, तो देखो डिवीजन में फिर से कुछ पार्ट आया है. As we are having resistance here, this is omega L. Since this has come in inductive circuit, we name this omega L as reactance of purely inductive circuit, or this is called as reactance of purely inductive circuit. ठीक है, और इंडक्टिव रिएक्टेंस इसको बोलते हैं, दैट इज ओमेगा एल. ओके, दैट इज व्हाट रिटन हियर. सो इंडक्टिव रिएक्टेंस विल बी रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय XL and XL will be written as omega into L. Unit will be still ohm. Unit will be still ohm. ठीक है. What is omega? Angular frequency. What is L? Inductance. ठीक है, ये वैल्यू पुट करके हम लोग आगे आंसर करेंगे. So I think time is up guys. 1:47 हो गया है. So tomorrow we'll study LCR circuit and we'll solve some numericals. कल LCR circuit पढ़ेंगे, then we'll study transformers and ये सारी चीजें पढ़ के कल खत्म करेंगे AC. ठीक है. Thank you guys. Thank you for attending the class. And guys, I advise you to solve some numericals. ठीक है. LCR circuit को छोड़ के you can attempt some numericals from AC. Tomorrow we'll complete AC circuit. ठीक है. चलो, thank you. Sir, current lags voltage. Yeah, you can say that. Which one? Yeah, in this one you can say that current lags voltage by pi by. You can say that. Yeah, Sudhanva, tell me, what is your doubt? Yes, Sudhanva, please ask. Okay, others, guys, you can leave, no problem. Chalo, bye-bye.